Mm-hmm.
As the seasons change, we remain introducing the Art for Change podcast gang. The intellectual Mr. Sapiosexual. That's all you gotta do, be you. Montana Cobain pulling up in the truck. And Lady Alba with the glamorous power touch. We stream live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Soul Food Sunday, Motion Monday, and Therapeutic Thursday. And some days in between, switch it. Subscribe and bell on so you don't miss it. But if you do, we on repeat on every major podcast application. Interviews galore and more. Y'all know the situation. So book your seat when we turn up the heat with your Art for Change.
Hey, and we are live. What's going on, art enthusiasts and change makers? Yes, y'all. This is another episode of Art for Change podcast. Today is Freestyle Friday. Yes. And I am your host, Mr. Sapiosexual, and my co-host in the building.
You already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you got a mother can do is BU.
Yes. And the queen in the house, Lady Alba. How you doing, love?
The queen in the house. Every time BU introduce himself, it always makes me smile. I'm waiting to stop smiling. Like, why?
Yes. Jersey, stand up. We got Jersey in the house. Hey, brother O's in the building. What's up, brother O?
How you doing? How y'all doing?
Yes. You know, man, I call my man brother O, man, but I'm gonna let him say his name so I don't butcher it. Tell the folks what your real name is, brother.
It's Oman K.
And Monk, you've heard him. Yes, sir. So tonight we got Monk in the show, man. We're gonna be talking about the current state of history and the changes within the Black history. You know what I mean? And jumping right out the building, we're gonna jump in the right question, like number one. Hold on, no. Before we do that, let me backtrack a little bit. How has everybody's day been today, man?
All right. I had a good day. Actually, brother O, you back in the building because we had you on before.
Yeah.
So but today was a good day. It's Friday and then a long construction week. Weekends coming. It's Valentine's Day for y'all who are with your ladies. I'm here by myself. I'm lonely. But but happy Valentine's Day to the lady at home. Yeah, and everything. But other than that, it's been a good week, a good productive week. Yeah, and everything. What about you, Lady Ava?
It was a good day. I'm gonna say every day is always a good day because the day is always good. How did I do in the day?
Nice.
That's the difference. I did pretty well today in the day.
That's
So
good.
mhm.
That's good.
Absolutely. Brother O, man, how was your day? Let's see.
My day was productive. It was busy but productive. So it was pretty good.
That's what's up, man. What you been up to since the last time we had you on the show, my man?
Shit, man. It's been a whole lot.
Talk to us.
Most recently, I've been hosting a workshop at the YMCA, trying to teach them health literacy
Okay.
to the melanated community, and I'm trying to expand it to like the county and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I gotta do like a health assessment. So that's a whole nother thing on its own. And then I've been having some relationship issues I was working through, and then I was dealing with stress and burnout, so I had to figure out like how to just take a break from everything and just to refocus.
Yes. think we talked about something similar to that on our last show, on a similar show, like a couple shows ago, about what I'm saying, when we always trying to be in forward progression and trying to get to that next pinnacle of success or whatever. But when do we take that rest period and that pause? So yeah, definitely understand, and it's needed too, man. Like as much as of us that want us
Definitely.
to get up every day and try to be the best version of ourselves. I think Lady Ava had hit it on the head on that show. She said we're not robots.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we may do things in repetition and seem robotic. In all actuality, we are in human form.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely facts.
Yes, yes. Jumping on to some of these questions we got.
Can
Lady
I ask
Ava,
him a question?
of course you can.
All
Hmm.
right. What is, I mean, the term sounds like we can comprehend it, but give us more about it. Health literacy. That's what you said, right?
Sure.
Did I get it? Yeah.
Hmm. So it's basically about understanding how we understand the healthcare system, essentially, whether we know the resources, the education, and how to go about to make a behavior choice that will lead to a healthy outcome. And
Oh.
right now, America is at 96% of people are health illiterate, and in New Jersey, it's about 90%. So,
Wow.
we're trying to counter these numbers to increase through education and skill building and connecting to a health network to reduce the gaps in the social determinants of health. So, healthy behaviors could be more of a common thing.
Mm-hmm. That's real good. That's real good. I like to hear more about that. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's real good. Mm-hmm.
I could
Absolutely.
definitely share more.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hell yeah. Especially about health being wealth. You mentioned some large numbers there. You said almost 90% of Jersey and like and over 90% of America are health illiterate, meaning that they don't even know the resources that they may have, even if their funds is limited. You want to
Mhm.
about some of that for the people?
Yeah, I could go into that. So basically, what tends to happen is about 80% of people are uninsured. And even with people being insured at the same time, a lot of times the resources in the healthcare system are distributed unequally, where about, I think, 70 something percent goes towards those of the higher to middle class. And this creates socioeconomic barriers for those that are on the lower end. So basically, what usually tends to happen is that people are undercovered and they usually don't get the necessary care that they need. And especially if somebody's uninsured at the same time, that's why a lot of chronic diseases are so prevalent because people usually don't know how to take care of themselves and then they get sick. And the healthcare system is based on you working. So if you're not working, you're not covered, and then you're sick. So that just carries over.
Yeah.
And people have long-term health issues, and sometimes they're even unaware of it. That's why people just die randomly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm probably guilty of it just the same because, like, I don't go to that doctor like I should. You know what I mean? I don't do annual checkups like I should. I wake up and feel healthy and feel like I'm all right. But I don't know what my blood numbers are.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, yeah.
that's that's not good,
Yeah, no.
Hey, I got something to say about that. Cause
but
I'm in a construction field and like these
mm,
guys, they make the money to even have healthcare. And they put in a lot of hours. They make the money, but then it's like they were out of work for 6 months. So now they don't want to sign up for healthcare because they got to catch up on bills. So they need all that money in one bucket just to catch up. And then now
Mm,
something happens, they don't have healthcare and all that. So now they don't have insurance or anything like that. Now they're set back again if something happens to them.
yeah.
And that's a reoccurring problem that I see a lot of. And not
Mm.
even just black community and just in general.
It's a common feedback loop problem because it's a systematic issue. And that's one of the things I've been working with the union as an advocate. I'm trying to figure out a way to resolve that systematic issue because a lot of times it's what happens is the insurance companies they basically do like a supercharge where these premiums are constantly being increased and then people can't afford it. And then what happens is when people can't afford it at the time that they do want it, they then basically charge at the crazy high levels. And now it basically puts everybody in debt. And when people are in debt, then they're basically at their mercy. And what usually or what's supposed to happen is the government's supposed to regulate this and they're supposed to be the moderators, but that usually doesn't happen because of a lot of corruption, basically, long story short. So the insurance companies tend to get away with it. And that's one of the things we're trying to address also.
Mm.
You probably hear this often whenever you're doing um, one of your seminars or whatever. What do you say to the people that have a distrust in the medical field?
Honestly, I don't blame them. I would too, given the, to be honest, given the history of everything. From the what's it called, black syphilis experiments to
Yeah,
the mutilations of women to basically the whole mental illness mistreatment. It's at this point it's like why trust the medical industry?
right.
And that's why it becomes more difficult to know whether or not there is like credible evidence and whether or not the professional that you're working with is actually beneficial because a lot of times, what I've noticed is the medical schools don't really prepare professionals to be in the healing department. They're more so in the curing department. So
Treating department. Yeah.
mhm,
Mhm.
they focus more so on medications and giving a whole lot of experimentations and misdiagnosis. And I actually suffered a misdiagnosis,
Oh wow.
and mhm, so that's something I had to heal on my own time. But it's it's like things like that that makes you really not want to trust the medical department. So then it becomes on your hand to figure out like evidence-based work that
Yeah.
actually does result in actual uh healthy outcomes. And that's one of the things I've been working with this naturopathic doctor. I'm learning more so about the holistic side of things rather than the pharmaceutical aspect, and it's been great.
Yes. Yes. I'm all into anything herbalistic or holistic itself. When it comes to type of medication and healing and home remedies, I seem to trust that more and have more reliance on things that is natural than things that man has made.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, Lady Alba.
Yes,
You want to
sir.
You want to read some of these questions to Brother O?
Sure. All right. Today we have questions concerning current state of Black history and changes in the Black history, in our Black history. Question one: how has the teaching of Black history evolved in K-12, in K through 12 education over the past decade?
Um, Honestly, I feel like until recently when Trump did his education ban, it seemed like more Black history was less so about the Dr. Kings and more so about the Malcolm X's, if you get my reference, where Dr. King's are more so the nonviolent and peaceful aspects of Black history,
Mm-hmm.
and the Malcolm X's are the
Aggressive.
revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. You,
And I feel, oh, go ahead.
I just missed something. You said before Trump changed, so you felt it was better, or I missed
Yeah,
something. Uh huh. Okay.
yeah, I felt
Thank
like they started changing it from it being more so about like the peaceful side of Black
you. Okay.
history to
Mm-hmm.
more so like the gritty truth and the revolutionary aspects.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one thing that 2020 showed a lot of was that there's a outburst of what's it called, support for all forms of melanated and Black history. They were celebrating Kwame Nkrumah. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm butchering his name. Kwame Nkrumah and Ibrahim Traore, and how what's it called? He's carrying his legacy and the various heroes throughout. What's it called? From the various Pan African revolutionaries and even Gaddafi too. So I feel like they've been expanding the Black history not just from the whole American aspect, but at a global level. So I'm actually proud of the K through 12 uh grades for that, because one thing that I've realized from what's it called, my nephew, and what I've seen so far from the high schoolers that I've seen from the college campuses are they seem to be a lot more conscious. Like they're more focused on understanding their culture and their past. So it seems like what they're teaching is actually being rewarded.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay.
Hey, that's refreshing to hear.
Hmm.
That's refreshing to hear. You know what I mean? Coming from someone who's on the inside. You know what I mean? So, but yes, like you said, up until recently, they're trying to do a lot of bans on Black history and different things that they teach that was in Black history, which is still American history.
Hmm.
Mhm.
What you got, BU?
No, keep going, Lady Eva.
Oh, okay. Question number two: what are the most significant recent legislative changes affecting how Black history is taught in the schools?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the exact name of the legislation,
Mm-hmm.
but I do know that I could describe the fact that it was the one where um it was at the university where they were told that they couldn't say the words black or history, and there was like certain specific words they couldn't say, and so the students couldn't really figure out how to like celebrate or how to express like appreciation for the month. And that kind of got me thinking, because it's like I feel like every day is Black History Month or every day is Black History Day. but at the same time, people shouldn't focus so much on the words like black in history, but more so like what it represents and what it means. And I think that's what like the students are starting to realize. And that was a part of the whole concept of the melanated population that I was trying to create online because it's more so than just the words, but the actual meaning behind the words. Like, what does it mean to be black? What does it mean to be melanated? So it's like certain certain moments I feel like uh go beyond a legislative like perspective or a legislative viewpoint. So even though like they could put the law that they can't say it or they can't celebrate it, they could still figure out ways to unite together.
I like that. I like that
Thank you.
answer. Hmm. You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank
You,
you.
man. You
what
keep
you
going,
got?
Lady Autumn. I got you.
Well, I got a response to what he said.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's my response to the number two, piggybacking off of you on mine, K. Um,
Okay.
you made me think in a way, when you said the instead of focusing on like the history, know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something when black people want to fight for something to stay or have more of, but it's clear you want something that you don't even understand, that you're not even carrying.
Mm-hmm.
And then you mad when they talk about taking it away. Well, you're not utilizing it. You're not taking the torch from that history and walking
Mm-hmm.
in it. So it's very important. And I think that might make a difference because that kind of turns the clock back, though, right? I think to my generation when
Yeah.
I grew up, like to understand the Black history, understand
Mm-hmm.
what your great grandparents went through in the deep South, and then what your
Mm-hmm.
grandparents, most of them experienced some, but on a lighter level, and so forth and so on. Understand all these things, understand the sacrifices that were made, understand the importance of that you don't need this and that. What you need to do is build your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
Hmm. And
Um,
that's what all the historians did. They created, they gave us, they paved the way. And we take the way. Well, I can't say we. Well, I'm here. Maybe in some ways I participated that I can't necessarily pinpoint now because now I'm on a new journey. But we take it and treat it like it's nothing and go on and fight the wrong fight.
Mm-hmm. Gotta pass on the right information to the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
you go. There you go. If not, you're gonna have the blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It says what good is the blind leading the blind, yet we all fall into a ditch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it says, how has global perception on Black history changed in the light of international movement on racial justice?
Oh, this is a good one. Um, I'm gonna tie it back to what I was talking about with the whole melanated aspect because
Yes.
now people are focusing a lot on Pan-Africanism,
Hmm.
but there's still like a big question of whether Pan-Africanism is mainly just African centered first, or is it about focusing on the different traditions and cultures that existed uh before Africa was mixed with the natives.
Hmm.
So it's starting to bring a different perspective globally because now it's looking at the culture of Black people and how, what's it called? They've been so predominant, so strong, so resilient, and at the same time, they've been able to keep and maintain a form of beauty, a form of expression, and a form of unity through 400 years of suffering. And at the same time, it begins to ask the question of what happened in Africa at that during that span and what happened to the Caribbeans. So now it's bringing out a lot of research into the history of like the times in between.
Mm-hmm.
You. Mm.
Um,
Go ahead, Adele.
on that note, there's a
Mm,
discussion that I had with my younger cousin, and
mm,
concerning man, the original where he originated from. So we know that it's all Africa. But now from that,
mm,
then how do you get all these different variations of ethnicities? Out of my cousin's
mm,
mouth, which was interesting to me, she says, if if it came from black, then it's simple. It's black. I mean, it came from Africa, the first man, it's black. So all of these other ones, then these titles, even she said, what surprised me with Native Americans, like these are just things that they gave titles to for different groups of people for whatever reason. She didn't have an explanation for that. But I do
mm,
understand this much as far as humanity, and when you migrate to other lands, your look can change over time depending on the conditions of that land.
Yes.
From the
mm,
complexion of your skin, the
Yes.
texture of your hair, the color of your
Yes.
hair, the
mm,
shape of your eyes, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe like if I give you or any of us go to a new land, maybe we won't have that because we are kind of pretty set in this. But maybe
Okay.
our children and so forth and so on will adapt more to what needs the human body. Actually, I'll say needs for its survival in that region. You
Yes.
know, so if that
mm.
be the case, then all people are black.
I
I
can't.
see what you're
I
saying.
can't argue that. I agree
I
with
see
that
what you're
statement.
saying.
I don't. I think
S-
there's one race. I think we all come from. So I don't think there's. I think the division is created. I think there's different cultures and different tribes. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so that's where you got the different dialects and everything of that nature. But I feel like in the core, everybody derives from Africa.
Yeah.
Everybody, I bet you the most wise person that you can find had a certain percentage of African in him that he didn't know of. Even
What?
if it's
That
a funky 2%,
that
motherfucker,
is yeah.
it's in
That
there.
has happened to some people, to some
mm,
they found out that they had this African um
Footprint.
genealogy
Yes.
in them very strongly. But also let me add this, and I understand too that as you know, as you make something, you take one something and you produce more out of it. It's almost like a dilution starts to happen. And definitely like say when you go to different regions as this one race, and then the body adapts to whatever it has for this needs to adapt to for this region, well then you're just going to start making more of those prototypes, if you will, that now look like that.
Yeah.
So you
mm,
understand, so now we think, oh, it's a whole nother race over there. No, it's the same race. It's just
Different features.
different
Yes.
features, and kind of, if you will, I don't have the proper word, lack of technical and expression, but it's like dilution happens.
Not dilution.
Give me
Evolution
the
happens.
Well, evolution. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Evolution. But
Evolution
I'm trying to
happens.
describe it in a way of like how something is diluted. You take something and keep breaking it down, keep breaking it down, keep breaking it down. You're not going to get back to that original color, unless unless you take something that is potent enough to give it that to revert it.
Right.
I get
I'm
what you're
just
I
saying. It's
get
saying.
like
what
What y'all
I get what you're
yeah,
I
saying.
get what you're
let's think
saying.
about
And
it.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I get
pouring
what you're
water
saying
into a
when
Coke,
you put it in
like
that
a Coke
perspective.
bottle.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pour water in the Coke
Mhm.
bottle, it's
Mm,
gonna get lighter. Put enough
mm,
water in there, it's gonna be clear.
Mhm. Yeah.
I get
I
But
that.
that,
got you.
yeah.
Um, thing is, I used to think that too because like it does make sense because everyone does start off as like with the African mitochondrial like DNA,
Hmm.
but what's it called? Then I started doing research about like the Aboriginals and like those that existed in certain areas before uh the Africans arrived there, and then tracing it back to like Pangea and how like all the continents was like close by. So I started thinking like if it was possible that human civilization did start in Africa, but like I feel as though after everybody expanded out,
Hmm.
that's when it kind of like what you were saying, like it everybody started diluting. So
Hmm.
the phenotypes, the physical features started to change based on the environment. And then we started calling ourselves different names.
Hmm.
And that's basically how everything progressed towards the British, separating and Germany getting
Hmm.
involved, and we're here now.
Hmm. And think about it and add on too. And if you want to think, add this into this thought, and how some of the kingdoms, centuries ago, they kept multiplying in their own gene pool, which at that time they shouldn't have been. But
Mhm.
the history tells us they did that to keep their wealth and keep this and that. Whatever they had is still in the family. No outs, but so that even
Mhm.
deepens that. You, you really making a whole nother prototype here now when you do that.
That's fucking
Y'all
incest.
locking it in. Y'all wiping out the African genotype. Y'all pushing it out. Y'all just keep, yeah. It's interesting. A lot of
Yeah,
variables to think about. Hmm.
yeah, that's definitely true. And what's it called? I
Hmm.
remember reading about the Spaniards in Latin America, how they basically did whitewashing completely, where they were trying to make sure that they got rid of every black genes in the island as
Hmm.
possible.
Hmm. There it is. Yep.
And the funny part is actually racism started with the Spanish people. It didn't start with white people. Like they were
Talk
the
about
ones
it.
that were. Oh yeah, uh, the Spaniards were the ones that took basically race originally meant like brotherhood or unity or humanity, but then the Spaniards took it to reclassify it mean classification of human status. And then they tied that to your socioeconomic status. And that's how they basically took the servants and the serfs and brought them over to the Americas, to Brazil. A lot of slaves or servants that were sent there or prisoners of war. And then
Mhm.
the Spaniards basically instituted race as the main form of separation, and then the Americans went and amplified it to be a dehumanization, which caused a lot of trauma. And what's it called? A book that I read called um I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically about how oh the slave syndrome, I feel
The
like it was
slave
called
syndrome.
the
Okay.
post-slave syndrome.
The post-slave syndrome. Okay.
Basically, it
Read
was
that.
about how a lot of the trauma that occurred resulted in a loss of identity, and a lot of Black Americans feel as though they can't look at each other or look at Africans or other melanated individuals and see themselves. They tend to see like a separated self because that's what's been like so beaten into the subconscious, and how like a lot of love and a whole lot of trauma resolution is what's needed at this time, because the narrative has to change, but at the same time, the way not only we see ourselves, but like the way we see one another has to change. And I feel like that's what this whole uh February has kind of been about, especially with like what's going on with ice and everything.
The book, are you talking about helping you out?
Mm,
Post traumatic slave syndrome.
there we go. Post
Uh
traumatic
huh.
slave
Post-traumatic
All
slave
syndrome.
right.
syndrome.
That's
Thank you.
Dr. Joy Begru or Degru or Degru,
Mm-hmm.
Degruy. Dr. Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All
You
right.
spoke on ICE, a little off topic. What's your opinion on that situation right now?
Oh man. I don't want to get into that too much because it's a source of my stress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Understood. Understood.
But basically, New Jersey, they just released this ice tracker app, and then they're gonna be sending it to the Attorney General. So I'm doing some volunteer work and advocacy with some, what's it called? Some groups. But as of right now, I'm still trying to get my schedule situated, because between work, school, volunteering, and trying to rest, it's like the
It's a
days are
lot.
just coming and
Yeah.
going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, it's because you know what I'm saying, you got boots on the ground. It's because you're being active. You know what I'm saying? You're being
Hmm.
active and you organize. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, man. And I like to see
Thank you.
um, brothers of my hue, you know what I'm saying, doing that type of shit straight up. You know what I mean? Like I commend you for being what the community needs.
Thank
I
you.
mean, how many brothers we know, is willing to, do a workshop or a seminar, what I mean, and tell young brothers and sisters about what they need to do about their health. And who trying to hear that? A lot of us not. So I mean, to have that type of mindset, you know what I mean? Because the thing is this: if you ever hear the phrase, the only way we're going to be able to um, do anything for the world is first we have to start in our own community. You know what I mean? We have to get our house
Hmm.
in order. Once we get our house in order, that's when we can, get the community in order. Once we get the community in order, that's when we can get the state in order. Once we get the state in order, then we can get the nation. You know what I mean? That's how I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
do. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
definitely
Shouts out to Brother
facts.
O for doing that groundwork.
Yeah. Shouts out to
Thank
you
you.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
hmm
Thank you. Thank you.
hmm we need more boots on the ground. Shout out to your organizations, man, and tell them what y'all got going on and where y'all popping out at next.
Gotcha. So right now we're partnered with, I think, 43 different organizations.
Mm.
Um, yeah, we've been busy. Um, I don't want to say all of them because that's gonna be a whole lot. So I have um a network checklist, or basically a network document file that has all the info through the link in my bio on Instagram or on Linktree, or linktr.ee/King of Intensity. So my organization, King of Intensity LLC, works with the New Jersey Department of Health, the Middlesex and Union Regional Chronic Disease Coalition, the National Chronic Disease Directors, and various other non-governmental as well as professional health professionals and also creative professionals and different advocacy groups. So check us out and see if our network is good for you or if we could help out with healing chronic health or just do a creative event.
Hmm.
All right.
Tell them your Instagram, brother, how they can find you.
Gotcha. My
I was gonna just
Instagram
jump in and
is
say, I'm gonna let the hummingbirds know to come check you out for sure.
Alright, thank you.
The hummingbirds is gonna check you out for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My
you're
Instagram
welcome.
is thank you. My Instagram is King of Intensity LLC. My other Instagram, I'm always changing the name of it, but let's see. This time it's see you in a week.
See you in a week.
Hey, why you be changing the name so much?
Because honestly, I just be in a different mood each week, so whatever mood I'm in is like my theme. So I
Like
try
that.
like yeah.
Like that. Like
I
that.
try to focus on that. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I do gotta say, I am releasing a song. This is something that like I just started working on, but
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
We
Hmm.
singing, we rapping, what we
What
doing?
genre? Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was
Uh,
going there.
it's like a mix between rap and Afro beats. It's
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
it's a reply
Okay.
to Thames' Big Daddy.
Reply to
So
Tim's Big
Okay.
Daddy.
yeah.
Oh,
No vocals.
You ain't got no snippet for us, nothing?
As far as vocals, I'm not really much of a singer, but as far as snippets, I could say a little something that's on there.
Okay, okay, okay.
Lady Alba
We
do
got this
background vocals.
Arthur Chain's getting the exclusive.
Thank you, thank
For
you.
real.
All right. Why you always running, mama? Why you always testing my stamina? You know you like it when I call you thick mama. Say it slow, thick mama. You running through my mind all day, 16 hours, no break. Taking 2/3 of my life, and I'm okay. You the reason I align. Body fine, but it's your mind. When I love you, I'm tender. Guard your heart, I surrender. You
Mm.
give me peace. You give me fire. Make a lazy man aspire. All right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. A
I
few
like
little
what you
bars, little
saying.
something, something.
I
So a
like the
little something,
message.
something for the people.
thank
Yeah.
Did
you,
you
thank
say
you, thank
69? Hey, all right.
Yes,
Did you
yes,
say
he did.
69?
Hey,
All right.
little something high for right before Valentine's
Uh,
Day for the folks. Yeah.
yeah,
you
that's what
know?
I was getting to, mister. Hey, this is some freaky shit going on.
Man, my brother got set up for the lady for Valentine's Day tomorrow, man.
Gotta celebrate, gotta celebrate.
Got to celebrate, bro. Got to celebrate. Yeah, absolutely, man. My last question for the historical questions, and then I let Lady Alva go through some fun art facts for the day. How do recent historical documentaries contribute to the understanding of Black history amongst younger generations?
Repeat that question, please.
That's a good one.
I she said she would repeat it for her, so I repeat it for her. I said, how do recent historical documentaries contribute to the understanding of Black history among younger generations?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. I feel like younger generations are in search of truth, so they're looking for more truth in the documentaries that they're watching because the streaming services are what's mainly offered these days, as well as YouTube. So they're gonna be on there a lot. And take for example Diddy's documentary that 50 Cent launched that showed a lot of truth that's going on in Hollywood. And as we're finding out with the Epstein files and everything, it's a whole lot of fucked up shit that's happening that people are basically ignoring and just throwing under the rug. And I feel like the younger generation is looking to know the truth of what's the actual fucked up shit because they want to avoid it. That's why we're seeing a lot of doing protests and we're seeing them in the streets more and they're volunteering. They're actually a lot more involved than the past generation behind them was. And like you referenced before, Lady Alva, it's like time has gone backwards. They're going back to your generation and having
Yes.
that insight of not only wanting to know the truth, but also how to change things because
Absolutely.
they know that they're at risk. And we're dealing with basically pedophiles that are looking to eat kids. And
Yeah.
yeah, no one wants to make that a normal thing. So I feel like
Right.
the kids are just trying to protect themselves.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. From
Hmm.
from from very high people that sit high places who have money, who are some very sick people
Yeah. Yeah.
who
Hmm.
have
For sure.
very dark fantasies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a response to that question. I think it's a plus, it's an additive, it's a good help. Because the foundation of that strong foundation that the black culture had of the parents, grandparents, the elders being teachers to the family and whatever family to come is very, very weak. It's very weak. And that's a good, this is a help that there are people who are giving documentaries of black history, um, giving some truth telling, a lot of it, and to help the generations who didn't come from that or didn't get really the great nourishment of these things, they can still get it. So, it's digitalized, it's filmized, it's archived, it's all those things. It's for them to just put their eyes on it and listen. Yeah. So I think
Something
it's a good help.
something you said sparked a question, lady.
What did I just
And
say?
and the collective can answer this. Anyone that feels compelled to reply. Do you think? Do you think that the reason why our generations have stirred away so much is because the grandparents' age has decreased so much? Do you think that's why you
Mm.
see so many misguided younger individuals that don't have no mind for the lack of words?
When you say the grandparents' age has decreased, you mean their grandparents
Like
are young? What do you mean?
no,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
35-year
Yes,
old
ma'am. Like
grandparents.
there we go. Yes.
That's what he
What?
meant.
I didn't hear it.
35-year-old, like 35
Yeah,
year old
right.
grandparents.
Then he was gonna say that. Yeah, younger, because that's okay. It could. I think it's a variable that has a negative effect. Um,
It's kids raising
kids. But kids have always raised kids in the Black culture. Deep South, they having babies at 12, 13, and 14, married. But the way of life was different. The mindset was different. The whole foundation was so different. And
the definition
look,
of a
imagine
kid was
at 14, like you're living like an adult life, what we call an adult life. And they were much more responsible. They didn't have all these other tangible things to go out and play with, to be distracted with. So I think that it is a variable that has its negative parts of it in that aspect. Yeah.
I think the definition of a kid was just different back then. Like a kid at 14, just like she said, but long story short, definition of a kid was way different. Like I was a kid at 8 years old taking care of my 1-year-old sister, and they were more advanced than me back then, further back then. And Mister, you would take care of house of kids at 12.
Yeah.
So the definition was just different, and it changes.
Yeah. I think the more we seem to think we come out of a struggle, we give more freedom to that definition of what being a kid is and transitioning out of being a kid, because some people are kids for too long. Like I believe always stay a kid in your heart, but your whole parts is too much of a kid. With the mindset is not being developed right. I don't know. It's a tragedy. It really is.
Yeah, there's a verse in the Bible that said, "When I was a boy, I did as a boy and thought as a boy, but when I became a man, I put away my childish ways." So at some point, we do have to develop and start making some grown-up decisions. You know what I mean? And that is, checking up on our health, taking care of ourselves, because health is wealth. You know what I mean? Watching what we eat, watching that blood pressure, watching that sugar intake, making sure that you're drinking water. That shit not funny. Like a lot of people don't drink water, and it's very important for you. It's essential to your body. You know what I mean? So yeah.
To add on to all of this, I think this is a good concept. When we're children, we play on one board, or maybe we might have various boards that we play. Yeah, through the growth of a child. So when you come to an adult, and that's fun. We had fun as children. But if we can train our minds to know that once I get a certain age, or once I get to this point, now the board is going to change. We know that most parents tell their children that. Have fun with that board too. The dynamics just change. You don't play over here anymore in this schoolyard. You over here now. Master that. You mastered this. Go ahead and have fun with it, because you can. Life is fun. I remember there was things that I couldn't wait to do that I saw my mother do. Like I literally couldn't wait to sit down and have my checkbook with the checks in it and write out a check and it's on time. And I was feeling good. Like that was a celebration for me.
So you got it.
Yeah. So it's a new season. So make it fun. It's not like, oh my gosh, well, stop complaining. It's your new season. Enjoy that you can do it and get it done.
That's definitely true. And to add on to that, I used to study the theory of play, and play is basically how we develop. And they say play is like how a person is in flow, how a person gets closest to God. So basically, play is everything.
I
And
like that.
a lot of times, like we only learn how to play as children. We don't learn how to play as adults. And the game of adults is a whole different game than the game of being a child. So it's like you gotta learn how to play as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say the play is everything, the play of a child still ties into an adult if you pay attention. You still you. I say to my kids, certain what I'm thinking of. Okay, let's say stacking. It's 2 carts in my house where I keep it, in somewhere in a corner of my living room. Right, it's a smaller one, a big one. So I already told like my son how I want these carts to stay. But he puts them differently from time to time. Just yesterday, I see the small one is here, the tall one, and both of them should sit on the floor upside down, wheels up, side by side. The small one is on the floor, and he put the big one that on top of the handle on top of a box that I have there. So it's like this. This is small one, this one. So I said, when you were in school and y'all took pictures, did the tall person stand in the front or the back?
In the back.
So you take those basic school playground or elementary concepts that we learned about height and alike. You use it the same. Why would you do that now? Visually, it doesn't make any sense. So I think that's what I see. Like, people don't realize that that's what you were learning that carries you through your life.
It's that development.
Yeah. But I don't know. Some people throw it away, or maybe you realize, because my son is he's 19 now. Or then you realize as a parent, I thought, I guess he wasn't paying attention when he was in grade school.
That's how it goes.
Hey, hold up. You say you weren't paying attention in grade school. What we say is start at home.
Listen, I thought he was paying attention. I saw the grades. I did the work with him. He either threw it away, or he either threw it away, or he was faking it.
He did. Hey, he good at something.
Yeah.
Lady Allen, what you got?
I got a question. I think it's the question of the week. Probably gonna be the question of the whole month. Y'all see my little tag under here? Bad Bunny did what? I want to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all perspectives on that. If you want me to give you mine first, I will. So, let me give me mine first, in case there's a difference. I don't want to say like I'm trying to win, or I did something. Anyway, initially I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't see the halftime. I watched clips of it after all of this happened. I don't follow football like that unless the family's watching. I'm kind of forced. I'm in it, mingling. But at first, that's exactly what I said. He did what? What? A full Spanish performance at the Super Bowl? Oh, that's different. That ain't never happened. And Bad Bunny did. Okay, I got to check this out. So as I thought into it, I said, I'm hearing and reading people's complaints. He did a wonderful thing. I think he did a wonderful thing. He topped it. He leveled up for the Latin culture, because we all have to be honest about this and stop the nonsense. I'm not talking to y'all out there. We have loved the Latin culture and their creativity, their arts, and everything that they have been given over the years. We follow them. Some of them we call our icons, or I love that one. I love acting, theater, movies, dance, rap, comedians. All of this. We follow. We love them. So Bad Bunny just took it to the next level and said, "Here you go, full Latin," and it was lovely. I thought it was awesome. What are we complaining about?
I think it shows that we're America. I think we show that we're the land of opportunity. You know what I mean? And diversity. And united we stand. That's what I think Bad Bunny's doing a performance in full Spanish shows. Especially, man, at the height of the immigration round with ICE. I think that's bullshit. But we'll talk about that on another show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother O, man, before we get you up out of here, is there anything that you want to touch on or bring to the light while we got you, bro?
I just want to say I stand with the Latin community as well. They're all part of the melanated people,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
mhm. And what Bad Bunny did was basically unite the Latin community. When right now, basically Trump is attacking all the Latin Americans and
Mm-hmm.
making them the central part of immigration, and they're attacking Cuba, they're attacking Venezuela, they're
Mm-hmm.
attacking. I think they were also attacking Mexico too. So Trump has
Nearby
been.
countries where brown
Hmm.
people are.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
man, when they done messing, I don't mean to cut you out, brother. When they done messing with them, who do you think they coming for? Go ahead, brother. O, I'm sorry.
no worries.
Mm-hmm.
The niggas, I say.
And basically, and we stand with them because
See you.
it's foul, and we all in this struggle together. So gotta help them out. That's all.
Yeah.
Straight up. Straight up. Be you, man. We got anything for the people before we get into these fun facts?
Uh.
Yes.
No, I got nothing. Hey, Black Lives Matter. Actually, hey, Black Lives Matter. Hey, happy Black History Month, and Black all lives matter as well, though. But Black Lives Matter too. So yeah. Other than that, yeah.
Yes, I like that.
In order for all lives to matter, Black lives have to matter, and Spanish lives have to matter. Like that as well. Dealing with this ICE shit, you know.
In
So
order for all lives to matter, all lives have to matter.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Lady Alba,
Mhm.
before we get up out
Yes.
of here, you're gonna go through the celebrity birthdays and the fun facts.
All right. Sure will. 10 fun art facts of historical art events associated with February 13th. 1967, American researchers discovered the Madrid Codices by Leonardo da Vinci, recovering lost notebooks filled with over 2,000 pages of notes and drawings on various subjects, including mechanics and hydraulics. 2008, a seminar titled Fragano-
Fragonards.
Fragonards,
Yeah.
Fragonards, Allegories of Love and Early Romanticism in France was held at the Getty Center, exploring the works of Jean-Henri Fragonard. 1992, the first ever retrospective of American artist Georgia O'Keeffe opened at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, showcasing her unique style and contributions to modern art. 1943, the Museum of Modern Art in New York hosted a significant exhibition of African art, marking one of the first times African art was recognized in a major museum. 1943, that is. 1970, the first Black artist to be awarded the Turner Prize. Lubiana Himid made her, sorry if I mispronounced the name, made her debut in the art world, highlighting the importance of Black artists in contemporary art. 2014, the art installation Theater Gates, 12 Ballads for the Forgotten, opened exploring themes of history and memory through a powerful visual narrative. 1982, the Whitney Museum of American Art opened Black Folk Art in America, which highlighted the contributions of Black artists to American folk art. 1996, the first major exhibition of African American photography was held at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. 2006,
1996. Go ahead.
a retrospective of the works of Romad Bearden, a prominent African American artist, was featured at the Museum of Modern Art celebrating his influential collage works. 2021, The Soul of a Nation. Let me say that again. The Soul of a Nation exhibition opened at the Tate Modern in London, showcasing the contributions of Black artists to contemporary art movements 2021. Moving on to celebrity birthdays on February 13th. Who do I know anybody today, February 13th? But
shout out to the Aquariuses. Shout out to the Aquariuses.
We're going to shout out to Mr. Happy Birthday, just passed a couple of days ago. Mr. Sapiosexual, our host here. Happy birthday. And to any other February. Yeah. Any other February birthdays out there? Not on this list. We wish the same for y'all too. What you got?
My daughter's birthday is, my oldest is tomorrow on Valentine's Day.
All right.
So happy birthday to her, Valerie. Happy birthday.
Valerie?
Yeah, my daughter.
Happy birthday, Valerie.
Yeah, she's in college now, so doing criminal justice. So hopefully she change our system.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're gonna need a good lawyer one day, so she go ahead and get all that degree.
Listen,
she's trying to go be a judge and do all that. Yeah, she's doing all that.
Art for Change got some backup on the way.
Yeah. We're gonna have to legalize all our LLC.
Yes. Hey, it starts at home, right? That's what we were talking about.
There you go,
BU. Right.
There you go. So for February, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Lydia.
For February 13th, we have Scott Thomas, 52, Sophia Lillis, 23, Kelly Hugh, 57, Neil McDonough, I'm BU. McDonough. Thank you. Neil McDonough, 59. Peter Gabriel, 75. Randy Moss, 48. Stockard Shannon, 81. Kim Novak, 92. Edward Jones, almost 78. Jerry Springer, 1944 to 2023.
R.I.P. Jerry Springer. Hey.
R.I.P. Jerry Springer. Yeah, I used to watch it all his shows.
We was all glued to it.
Always like reality TV drama. Nice drama.
Yes.
We watched the show for the drama. Man, brother, man, it has been a pleasure kicking it with you, man, and filling in some of these questions that people needed to know. Before we let you go, one more time, I need you to run your socials for the people, tell the people where they can find you, and give the people something positive before we slide up out of here.
Got you. So you go follow me on IG at King of Intensity LLC or Banky. I realized that's the the username I use. And you can also go on Linktree, linktr.ee/King of Intensity. I have all my socials on there and all my links and websites. Something positive. I realize learning about leadership and leading yourself and leading others, it's all about what you're grateful for. When you could identify what you're grateful for and draw empathy from that gratefulness, then you could start to realize that a lot of times things aren't really as deep as we make it seem, because if we could resolve it within ourselves, then we could resolve it in others. And that's what a lot of people need to be more aware of, that gratefulness, that it starts with being grateful for yourself and then expand it outwards. And that's just what empathy is.
Nice.
You can do it within yourself. You can do it for other people. Yes, brother. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him here on Art for Change for the second time, kicking you with the game. Anytime you want to come back, brother, man, it's your second home, bro, man. Never gonna be an issue. Just like you hit me up, bro, you can hit me up again, and we get you right up here, man. Lady Alba, before we close out, love, you got anything positive for the people?
I'm a piggyback off of Oman K. If you can do it in yourself, do it. That's it.
You do it within yourself too.
Nice.
You heard what Oman K and Lady Alba has said. Be you.
I said what I said.
What you say? I don't know what you say. What'd you say?
I said Happy Black History Month. Hey, it's not hey, this is our month, but we deserve every month just like everybody else. It's like everybody deserves every month, you know.
I just want to leave with the people, man, that Black history is American history.
Amen.
And I don't, even though we do it because it's so subconscious, I do it every day without even thinking. But I would love for us to get to a point. If I had a dream, I think I'd love for us to get to a point where we don't identify each other by the color of our skin. You know what I'm saying? I know that brother's name, so why do I got to say that black man or that white man or that Asian man? I wish we could find a way to identify ourselves beyond what we look like.
I like that you said we because sometimes I be like that white man over there, you know. I like that you said we because we got a problem with it. We got a problem with it too. That's accountability.
It's collective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would never be able, and I would never ask anything of someone that I'm not able to do for myself. You know what I mean? And that's part of taking accountability as well. You know what I mean? How can I sit here and preach, you know what I'm saying, to other people to take accountability if I can't own up to my own shit and say it stink? You know what I mean? So sometimes it takes the courage of others for others to move. You know what I mean? When somebody see that you can own up to your shit and see that you be real and with your flaws and your imperfections, it may other people be more inclined to be honest about theirs.
I like that.
Yes.
I approve. I approve of
great
that.
Words.
I am BU and I approve of his message.
Man, thanks everybody for their time, man. For real, man. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, to hit that bell. Don't forget that Art for Change go live on Mondays, on Thursdays, on Sunday at 9 Eastern time, and sometime in between the week, like we do today. So this is why you gotta hit that bell because you never know when we gonna go live. We never know who's gonna be in here kicking it with us in the Mr. OC. So listen, man. Hey, lock in with the game. Peace and love. Until next time. And don't forget to Art for Change.
Oh, my K. All right.
Have a good one. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.